Hello guys, my name is Chetan and welcome to my channel English with CD. Today we're talking about body language, the most important aspect of your personality. And I'm sure everyone would agree to it. Now when it comes to body language, how many of you actually understand what is body language? Although we have heard about this concept from a lot of people and also have heard that it is the most important aspect. However, what all it includes? So let's start with it. Now, it includes your body postures, it includes your body gestures. Now, when I say body gestures, it means how do you meet and greet people, basically. Postures, how are you sitting, how are you standing, and it certainly counts a lot in terms of interviews, presentations, and other scenarios too. It involves your dress and appearance. If your dress code is right and appearance is good, there are very great chances that you'll be hired for a particular job. Because I'm not sure if you guys are aware or not. However, whenever you're going for an interview, in the first 20 to 30 seconds, the person who is interviewing you judges you whether to hire or not to hire. And how? It is only through your body language. Now, the most important factor here, which we normally ignore, a lot of people, is facial expression. Now, when we talk to someone, it's quite understandable by looking at the face of people, whether he's happy, surprised, have some kind of anxiety, or is in anger or sad. And this is something when we talk, it reflects. Now, there are a couple of people, when we look at them, there is no facial expression at all, which is neutral. They're neither happy nor sad, no anxiety, nothing at all. However, with some people, for example, if I talk about me, it clearly reflects on my face, whether I'm happy, angry, sad. And believe me, it is a positive point if it is actually reflecting on your face. Because by this, you can make a lot of calculations when you're talking to a person. You can actually see what to talk at that time and how to talk. So let's quickly begin with a few tips of body language which are really, really important, and I'm sure if you follow them, you'll have great results. However, before we begin, guys, please like, share, comment, and do subscribe the channel. Press the bell icon with all notifications on. So the first point, which is very, very important, is smile. Now, I'm sure you must have heard about this saying that smile increases the face value. And what's the harm in just giving a smile? And believe me, guys, if you just have a smiling face, everyone, whosoever you're meeting to or talking to, and especially in interviews too, it certainly gives a positive impact. It reflects that you're one of those confident individuals who is not scared and who is happy-go-lucky and has a positive attitude, will be working for the company and is kind of a person who is trustworthy. Another thing which is important is when we are talking to someone. Now, I'm sure you must have noticed a couple of people, when they talk, they kind of slouch, they have a bad posture. They sometimes move here and there with their feet here and there. And the worst thing they do is they fold their hands. Now what this reflects is you are not a receptive individual. Now when I say receptive, it simply means that you're not ready to accept new things. You are not a kind of a person who is ready to adapt new things. It's a big turn off when it comes to professional meetings. Third point, which we have been learning since schooling days, eye contact. Now, I'm sure everyone knows how important is eye contact. If you're not having eye contact with the other person, there is no way that you are listening to this person or interested even. So, ensure that you have that maintained. So, we're not saying that look eye to eye, that's weird. However, what you can do, you don't have to make the other person conscious. You can look a little above the nose, or you can always look at the nose as well, because when we look at the nose, it somehow reflects that we're looking at the eyes, which in turn gives confidence to the other person that you are listening to him or her. Next point, guys, is match the pace of the other person. Now, when I say match the pace, it means rate of speed. When we rate a speech, when we talk to other people, it is quite noticeable with some people that when they talk too fast or they talk too slow. If the other person is slow and you're talking fast, this means that you're kind of disrespecting the other individual, you're not matching the pace, and you're not bothered. What we have to remember here, we cannot exactly match. However, we can come onto a neutral point where we are neither too fast nor too slow. So that what we are saying, we are able to explain the other person, and what he or she is saying, we are able to listen that carefully. So listening impacts when the pace is not matching. Another and the final point, which certainly many people ignore and kind of not aware as well, is punctuations. Now, punctuations, when we read something, are you not, when we read something, is it like you read continuously or you have full stops, commas in reading? We have that, right? Similarly, when we talk also, we need to make sure that we are reading with those pauses. Now, what it does, it reflects that you're a confident individual, and also it reflects that whenever you're talking with pauses, so it gives more weightage as to whatever you're talking. For example, I'll give you a small example. So there's this line that there was a time when people really had a way with words. They said and did whatever they could so that each little thing could be good and clear. Now, this is something which I said with punctuations and intonation. Intonation means fluctuations in your tone. If I have to say the same thing fast, for example, there was a time when people really had a way with words. They said and did whatever they could so that each little thing could be good and clear. I'm sure this is not sounding at all impressive. This is what we need to make sure of it as well. So these were the few tips, guys. If you follow, I'm sure you'll be appearing a lot more confident, and also people will appreciate you. People will be highly impressed by you. So once again, thank you so much for your time. Do subscribe the channel, press the bell icon. Thank you so much for your time. You have a lovely day ahead.